later on with the 10th chapter. As you all know that Charaka is very well known for Chikitsa, Rakastu Chikitsa, since he is Kaya Chikitsaka, so that quotation of Chikitsaka is given to Charakacharya, and Gidani Madhava Shrestha Sutrasthane tu Vagbataha Shariritu Sushruta. And when it comes to the supremacy of Kaya Chikitsa, Charaka from the beginning itself only he has given a lot of importance on the Chikitsa aspects, the concepts that are very much important in practicing. So a lot of discussion is needed. For understanding Charaka Samhita as a whole. It is very difficult. I am straight away going to 9th chapter of Sutrasthana. Sutrasthana, as you all know, that it is of classified into Chatushkas of 30 chapters, classified into 7 Chatushkas, which includes Vaishaja, Swastha, Nirdesha, Kalpa, Roga, Yojana, and Annapana Chatushkas. And this stands to be the third Chatushka. Okay, Vaishaja, Swastha, Nirdesha. And Nirdeshana is the one which does the Nirdeshana of both Charaka of Vyadhi Purusha as well as Swastha Purusha. So that is why this Nirdesha Chatushka deals with the 4 chapters 9, 10, 11 and 12. In this 9 and 10 are related to treatment aspect Chikitsa and Chikitsa Chatushpadas, whereas 11 and 12 are related to individualistic aspect. So what makes our life, what makes us to, or what directs us to live our life with ambitions, all those things in the 11th and 12th chapter that are being discussed. Now coming to the 9th chapter, Kudaka Chatushpada, and the continued part of this Chatushpada is deliberated in the 10th chapter. So 9th chapter, Kudaka, as the name itself suggests. So this type of presentation of Kudaka and Maha is again one more time you are going to see in Sharirasthana also. Kudaka Garbhavakranti and Mahati Garbhavakranti. Kudaka Garbhavakranti and Mahati Garbha. This Kudaka and Mahata are the derivations that define that what content or how much of content you are going to be discussing in that chapter. So when the question comes regarding the Kudaka, it is in the sense brief. Okay, briefly we are going to discuss about the Chatushpada in the 9th chapter, and still more elaboration that is required, a special mentioning. So 10th chapter is Mahati Chatushka. So now my presentation includes Chatushpada, Gunas of each Chatushpada, Pradhanyata of Vaidya or Bishak, then Pranabhisara Vaidya Lakshana, Raja Vaidya Lakshana, and apart from that Chaturguna in Chatushpada, the Vaidya Lakshanas or Vaidya Gunas are also required for a good practice of Vaidyas to get a successful or to treat to treat a patient very successfully. Now when we analyze this chapter by sloka, I have taken a few of the very important slokas as a whole from the chapter to present you. The role of Vaidya, whatever the things might change, how much we have developed, how much we have come across with the development of technology, whatever it may go on, but still remains the role of Vaidya in treating the diseases very much importance, because these technologies are the one which are again under the Vaidya only. So Vaidya is to be of proper quality with the knowledge. All those things are going to be discussed in this. So this chapter is includes Chatushpada, Bishak Dravyani Upastata Rogi Pada Chatushtayam Gunavat Karanam Gneyam Vikaram Upashantay. So this Bishak Dravya, okay, Upastata and Rogi are the 4 elements. The structure may change from a small clinic to the big multi-specialty hospital, whatever it may be, but these 4 pillars must be present for the smooth running or the proper running, or to give the service to the society or individual. That is an aspect of importance we need to discuss here. And it includes, okay, Bishak Dravya is nothing but here Aushadhi, and Paricharaka, Upasthata. Paricharaka is the term used by Ashtanga Hridayakara a lot, and of course Rogi. These four includes Chatushpada or the treatment elements. Now, when we analyze why they are required, in the sense because they are required for the treatment in a Vyadhi Avastha. Now, with the definition he is carrying since 8 chapters here, he had explained Charaka many a times, but still here also one more time he is going to revise it. Vikaro Dhatu Vaishamya Samyam Prakrituruchyate. Sukha Samyakam Arogyam Vikaro Dukkamevacha. So when this definition is going to be taken, a very simple definition, a lot of chapters have been written on Dhatu Vaishamyata, all those things previously, or again in coming Sthana chapters, that is Vata Kalakala, there will be explained all those things. But still in a simple definition to say what is Roga, that is Vikaro Dhatu Vaishamya. The Dhatu Vaishamyata, Dhatu in the sense dosha here, Dhatu in the sense dosha here, it is Vaishamyata of this Dhatu that is going to define Vikruti in the, or cause Vikruti in the Sharira. And of course, the Dhatu Samyata is going to lead to the Prakriti. Now, this Vikara to Prakriti, Prakriti to Vikara is the language understood very well by the Vaidya. Okay. And the advanced version of this sloka, when it goes on, added with the term there, Sukha and Dukkha in the next line. Sukha Samyakam Arogyam Vikaro Dukkamevacha. Now, this Sukha and Dukkha are representing the Manasika sthiti of the person. Okay, Manasika sthiti of the person is very much important. That is why Sukha and Dukkha are added here. Whereas Dhatu Vaishamyata or Dosha Vaishamyata explain the level at the level of Sharira, and Dukkha and Sukha are going to explain at the level of Manas. So being healthy from the Sharira as well as Manas is also very, very important. Okay. Now with this definition of Dhatu, Vikara and Prakriti, we'll move on to the definition of Chikitsa, which clearly explains Chaturunam Vishagadinam Shashtanam Dhatu Vaikrutte Pravrittir Dhatu Samyartam Chikitsa Ityabhidiyate, where the role of not just Vaidya, okay, Chaturunam, all the four, Chaturunam Vishagadinam Shashtanam Dhatu Vaikrutya, to re-establish, to bring back the Vikruta Dhatu to the normalcy, is the role of all the Chatushpadas. Okay, that process of bringing Vikruti to the Prakriti is nothing but known as Chikitsa. Pravrutti. Okay, Pravrutti Dhatu Samyartam, the attempt, the method, what these Chatushpadas put the efforts in bringing Vikruta dosha to the Prakruta, that is known as Pravrutti, and that Pravrutti is nothing but the Chikitsa. Okay, this is the definition of Chikitsa. And now when we analyze the Chikitsa, all those things, a lot of things have been explained till now regarding the aspects of Chatushpada, all those things. Now we will analyze one by one what are the Chaturgunas of each Chatushpadas. So starting with Vaidya, Srute Paredavatvam Bhausho Drushtakarmata Daksham Sauchamiti Gneyam Vaidyo Guna Chatushtayam. What he says, these are the 4 required qualities, at least required quality. It doesn't mean that you should not have many more qualities, many more good qualities which are essential for the treatment. But the supreme qualities that can be considered, that should be considered for a good Vaidya is these 4 qualities, that is Shrute Paredavatvam Bahusho Drushtakarmata Daksham Saucham iti Gneyam Vaidye Guna Chatushtayam. What is proficiency in theoretical knowledge? Paryadavatma. He should have an proficiency to grasp all the entire theoretical knowledge, whatever is related to that particular science. That grasping capacity, the grasping guna should be there for the Vaidya to become good. And apart from that, not just theoretical knowledge is important. The theoretical knowledge has to be applied. Okay, that continuous application of this theoretical knowledge leads to Drushtakarmata, that is proficiency. Again, extensive practical experience is also necessary for the Vaidya to become best. Okay, theoretical knowledge with extensive practical experience will be more beneficial. And apart from that, he has to input on the table of treatment. You need a skill to react to the situations. Okay, whatever has been given in the textbook, you cannot draw it as it is. You need to assess what the requirement is needed at that particular juncture of treatment. So that skill. Okay, and Suchitva, of course, Suchitva is not individualistic. It should be more relevant to the place of working, what he is going to do there. Apart from his individual Suchitva, he has to look after the Suchitva of the even the hospital, in whichever clinic or wherever he is going to practice. So this is a continuous process of maintaining Suchitva and Dakshata. So these are the 4 qualities of the Uttama Vaidyas. And now, apart from Vaidya, the other 3 who play a role in Chikitsa are Aushadhi. Okay, Aushadhi, of course, see, Aushadhi, what we expect is that why Aushadhi we need anything which treats, which cures the disease is nothing that much is sufficient, we call it as. But when we analyze why we require guna for the Aushadhi also, because that Aushadhi should have certain criteria to be chosen. Now that choosing criteria are Bahuta Tatra Yogyatvam Aneka Vida Kalpana Sampacheti Chatushko Ayam Dravyanam Guna Uchate. Okay, Bahuta Tatra Yogyatvam Aneka Vida Kalpana Sampacheti Chatushko Ayam Dravyanam Guna Uchate. Now it should be available in abundance, and again it is the role of Vaidya to grow it in abundance. That is also important. Okay, when you, as you utilize it, you need to grow it also. But anyhow, it should be easily available, it should be abundantly available, and apart from that, it should have the capacity, efficacy to cure the disease. Tatra Yogyatvam, and susceptible to various forms. The formulations we have from Swarasa to this Sneha Kalpana and Leha Kalpana, so many things are there. So the Dravya which has a susceptibility to be prepared in different forms, Swarasa, Kalka, Kwata, Hima, Fanta, whatever it may be. But it doesn't mean that it should be able to be transformed into all forms. It is not like that. But compared to Dravyas, it should have multi level of preparations of formulations should be required in certain times. Then it should be able to be prepared in that form very easily. So Aneka Vida Kalpana and Sampacheti. Sampacheti, as I told you in the beginning itself only, it should be have in available in more quantity. Okay, so these are all, that's why we expect qualities even in Aushadhi Dravya also. Now moving on to Paricharaka, again in the period of this corona breakdown, Vaidyas, of course, they are the one who are in the front line. Apart from Vaidyas, who have come more into the public scenario is the Paricharakas nowadays. Okay, Paricharakas, that shows their importance. Now with this instance of coronavirus, now many of them may take their profession with more proud when compared to others now till now. So Paricharakas role also has got certain qualities. It includes Upacharagnata, Daksham, Anuragascha, Bhartari, Saucham Cheti, Chatushko Ayam, Gunaha, Parichare, Jane. So what he says, the knowledge, Paricharaka should have the knowledge of subject related to his profession. Okay, of course, many things may be similar compared to Vaidya, but still he requires certain more qualities compared to Vaidyas. And of course, the common qualities between Paricharaka and Vaidya is Daksha and Suchitva. Okay, Daksha and Suchitva, how we can differentiate? Suchitva remains to be the same compared to Vaidya, whereas Daksha, when compared to Vaidya, what we can expect from Paricharaka is he should be able to treat the post follow-up of what Vaidya is going to give the instructions. He should be able to follow. In the absence of Vaidya, or at least till the availability of Vaidya, whenever he is not at the place of treatment, he should be able to handle the situation. That handling the situation is dependent on the skill what he is having. So that skill comes by practice. And apart from that, Anurakta, love and affection, of course, what we are going to expect even from Vaidya also, even it will be of more concern to Paricharaka when compared to Vaidya, because Vaidya after the treatment or during the treatment only will be present there. Once the treatment is completed in IPD patients and all, Paricharaka are the one who are going to take care of them continuously. A continuous presence of Paricharaka with the Rogi will be there. That's why he should have that love and affection. Then only it is possible to treat the patient properly. Okay, these are the 4 qualities of Paricharaka. And when you see Rogi, that is the question we are getting. Why Rogi? Okay, why Rogi needs a treatment? Okay, why Rogi needs a qualities? Now, how can one expect a Rogis to have a qualities? Okay, that might be the question of everybody in a scenario. But the thing is that for a successful treatment, we need even Rogis also to at least have a minimum qualities. If not, again, it is a skill of the Vaidyas to inculcate these qualities in a patient to have a treatment properly. So, when that question comes, Smriti Nirdeshakaritvam Abhirutvam Matapicha Nyapakatvam cha Roginam Aturasya Gunaha Smutaha. Okay, now these 4 qualities: good memory, obedience, courage, and ability to provide the information. So when we consider these 4 qualities, we see a lot of patients coming to the clinics, and they don't listen to the Vaidyas because of it may be because of mental instability, due to that Vikruti, at that moment all those things will be there. But still, we need to expect these qualities in a Rogi to have a successful treatment. Okay, recollection of what? Good memory for what? When he is a Rogi, good memory related to his disease. When there will be a question of interrogation, okay, when there will be a question of interrogation regarding the karanas that are responsible for the Roga, whenever a Vaidya starts asking the questions related to Nidana, he should be able to recollect it, present it. Okay, as I had taken this, I had eaten this, I had done this, I had done that. He may not be knowing that may be the cause, but at least he will be knowing what he has done, what he has eaten, where he had went, how he had fallen. All these things should be presented by the Rogi, and this presentation of the Rogi can be possible only if he has good memory. And apart from that, Nirdeshakaritva, that is missing nowadays a lot because of too much of intelligence they draw because of education. Nirdeshakaritva, many of the patients, what we are seeing nowadays in clinical practice, they are not listening to the Vaidyas. Of course, at the clinic they may listen, but post clinic, coming outside or hospital, they will do what they wish to do a lot. So this Nirdeshakaritva is very, very important. He should be obedient regarding the aspects of applying the medicines, whatever is advised to him. Okay, he should follow Vaidya strictly. Then only it is possible to, to cure the disease completely. And when it comes to the question of courage, courage is necessary since the treatment modalities, some are strong, some are less. Sometimes it is need intervention of surgical procedures, intervention of sometimes even a simple Vamana Virechana, all those things also people will be more fearing, and even Snehapana will be also fearing a lot of people. So we need to prepare. We can expect a Virutva in a Rogi, because to have a proper administration of such varied applications of treatments, even in Jalopacharana or in Rakta Mokshana also, this quality is expected. So why these qualities in a Rogi is expected? Because to react to the situations what is necessary there. And finally, Jnapakatva. You should be able to provide the information properly. Okay. And the advice, discharge advice, whatever we are going to give to the patient, he should follow that. A medicine, a timely taking of medicine, a timely taking of, attending again, back, follow up, all these things possible only is having that Jnapaka quality. And we need to follow, we need to, give some ideas or techniques for them to remember all those things. Okay, a word of creating fear that if you don't come on that day, that may be possible for you. Again, the disease to aggravate. This sort of creating a small fear in them will bring back them to or bring back them to hospital for the consultation, or make them to be more alert in attending back again the if necessary, not unnecessarily. Okay. And apart from that, these four qualities, okay, Chatushpadas, their individualistic four qualities, why we expect is for the successful treatment. Okay. Now, among all these four Chatushpadas, the supreme, of course, as everyone expects, is the Vaidya. Not just because of his profession, or not just because of the process through which he gets the degree. These are all the things that are not making him to be the supreme here, but the karanas are karanam shodasha gunam siddhau pada chatushtiyam vijnata shashita yukta pradhanam vishagatra tu. So among four components, that is 4 into 4, 16, shodasha guna, this same word shodasha kala is used in Mahachatushpada later on. Okay, Shodasha Kala, Kala means Guna, Vata Kala, Kaliya, as it is said, Vata Kala, Guna, and Akaliya is Dosha. So, Guna among the Chatushpada, Vaidya should, okay, among 16 qualities, Chatushpada, Vaidya is supreme because of these three Karanas, that is Vijnata, Shashita, Yokta, and okay, these three qualities, Vijnata, Shashita, and Yokta. Vijnata, he has a knowledge about his science, complete knowledge about his science, and he has a command to give instructions for others. He has control on others also. And Yokta, okay, wherever it is necessary, the application of Yukti of the Vaidya, that is why he is the one person who is right to take the decision, implement the treatment, and make it more successful. That is why among four, Vaidya is Pradhana. Now again, as why these four Chatushpadas, okay, why this Chatushpada is important, they are giving with some beautiful similes. So many are given. Here I have taken three examples. Okay, as it is in cooking, okay, for a cook, okay, for making a food, preparing food, these are all necessary: cooking utensils, fuel, and fire. Okay, as these are all necessary for cooking purpose. And in the battlefield, you need a soldier's battlefield and weapons for waging a war. For waging a war, you need all these things and to conquer. And similarly, for healing the abilities of the physician, Dravya, Paricharaka, and Rogi are the supporters. Even though he is supreme, Vaidya requires Aushadhi, Paricharaka, and of course Rogi for a successful. So these are few similes that establish the role of other three. Even though Vaidya is Pradhana, but other three also necessary. For that reason, these similes are given here. And the importance of being very alert regarding the aspects of quack has been also warned in our classics. Varamatma utegnena na chikitsa pravartitaha panicharadhyata chakshurajnanad abhitam bitavat navmaruta vasho vagnyo vishak charati karmasu. So what he says, it is better to self-immolate, commit suicide, to die ourselves, than to be treated by a quack. Because in to that extent they are warning. It doesn't mean that you need to die. Okay, but it shows that you are not supposed to indulge in consulting with the quack, because the quack, whatever mistakes he is going to do, that may be a very time being, but the harm will be causing throughout your life. Okay, improper administration of Shastra Karma may sometimes make a physical handicap completely, or sometimes make a loss of sensory organs. So this again will be a bearing pain throughout that life. So it is better to die than to take the treatment by the quack. That is what the warning has been given in our classics. Okay, and now so never take the treatment from an unknowledgeable physician. And you may justify that. Sometimes what happens, yadruchaya समापन्नम उतार्य नियतायुषम विषग्मानि निहंति आशु shatani aniyata ayusham. So sometimes what happens, because of a niyata ayu that rogi is having, okay, because of that niyata ayu that rogi is having, by chance, even if he is treated by the quack, he may survive. He may survive. But with that instance, you cannot say that he is a good physician. He is a very well knowledgeable person. You cannot justify like that. Okay, that is the reason why you are not supposed to die. So he is also known as Vishakmani. Vishakmani, quack. A word that is used in our classics is Vishakmani. Now, Pranabhisara Vaidya Lakshana is also told in our classics, and he includes, okay, Pranabhisara Vaidya should have the knowledge, should have the qualities such as Tasmat Shastre Artha Vijnane Pravruttyo Karma Darshane Vishak Chatushtaye Yuktaha Pranabhisaraha Uchate. So Pranabhisara is the one who has very good scientific knowledge, clear understanding, right application, and practical experience are the qualities. Collective of all these qualities in a Vaidya is known as Pranabhisara. And Raja Vaidya has been referred in our classics since in those days when these Charaka Samhita or Shushruta or Vagbhata, whatever was written in those days, there was a lifestyle of king and kingdom. All those things were there. That's why one who has supreme qualities to serve to being a physician to the royal king was a supreme achievement or the goal of many of the Vaidyas in those days. That is why it has been mentioned Raja Vaidya Lakshanas in classics. Of course, nowadays we cannot expect that Raja Vaidya, since there is no such type of rule available. But any good, okay, a good physician or a good practitioner or well-established practitioner, when we assess, then he should have definitely these qualities. Hetau lingo prashame roganam apunarbhave jnanam chaturvidam yasyasya rajaharo vishaktamaha. One who possesses the knowledge of hetu, linga, and chikitsa. Okay, and apart from that, not just the chikitsa application, even the chikitsa what he applies should not cause the disease again. Roganam apunarbhave. The treatment what he does to the Vaidya, to the Raja, should not again reoccur. The chances of reoccurrence should be less until if he is not indulging in Nidana, then automatically that is a good thing. So Raja Vaidya Lakshanas includes Hetau Linga Prashame, Roganam Apunarbhave, Jnanam Chaturvidam Yasyasya Rajaro Vishaktamaha. Okay, and apart from that Chaturvida Gunas of Chatushpada Vaidyas, some other expectations are necessary for a ideal Vaidya. And Patra Pekshini Yataha Prajnam Chikitsartam Vishodayet. Okay, Prajnam Chikitsartam Vishodayet. Like how the cleaning of vessels, they expect, okay, they expect proper cleaning utensils, cleaning materials for them. Similarly, also the qualities of Vaidya should have for the Shodhanartha includes Vidya, Vitarka, Vijnana, Smriti Tatparata Kriya, Yasya Ete Shadgunastasya Na Sadhyam Ativartate. There is no chance of treatment failure when a Vaidya applies these qualities, with these qualities, Vidya, Vitarka, Vijnana, Smriti Tatparata Kriya. Okay, apart from those four gunas, throughout the process of your acquirance of this profession, you should have the qualities of Vidya. Vidya means the subject related to our science, Ayurvedic science, Smatihi, application of your Yukti, Karma Drishti. Okay, Karma Drishti, Abhyasaha, a practice, a continuous practice, a practical knowledge is also necessary. Siddhi, that is what the next quotations explain about the Siddhi Rashtrayaha. So to have Siddhi of very good treatment, successful practitioner, you should have the knowledge, you should have the Yukti, you should have the practice experience. All these things are necessary. So apart from the four guna, these six gunas are also necessary. You need to note down very properly. And next, finally, these four ideal attitudes that are necessary for a Vaidya to have a very good harmony practice compared to the Rogi or with other Vaidyas or in a society is this one. Maitri Karunamarteshu Shakti Priti Rupekshanam Prakrutisteshu Bhuteshu Vaidya Vritti Chaturvide. Vaidya Vritti profession is not just one you are alone practicing. You are practicing in a society, in a community, in a hospital, in a multi-specialty hospital. Apart from having a professional life, you'll be having even a social life also. So to balance these things, you should have these qualities also. That is Maitri, Karunya Marteshu, Shakya Priti Rupekshanam, Prakrutisteshu Bhuteshu, Vaidya Vritti Chaturvide. So a friendliness, always you should have a friendliness towards patients so that he can feel free to express his sorrow, feel free to discuss his pain, all the things, whatever is necessary related to that disease. And Shakya Priti, okay, Upekshanam, wherever you find the disease is not able to be treated, it is not possible to get the treatment, then you should do the upekshan of that. Okay, don't jump in asadhya vyadhi avastha. Don't jump and say that I am going to treat it. Okay, I am going to treat it. So that sort of extra efforts may sometimes cause you or backfire you, so that you may lose your name, fame, everything. Okay, and you should not miss the chance of sadhya vyadhis. So sadhya vyadhis are there means you should treat it very quickly. Don't delay it or don't drag it so that they will be transmitted or converted into asadhya vyadhi. So how much it is important to do the upekshana of the asadhya vyadhi, it is also important to not to miss the chance of sadhya vyadhis to be treated successfully. Okay, and Vaidya, these are the four qualities that a Vaidya is expected in an ideal profession. Okay, thank you. If you have any doubts, you can ask.